Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. I've just been dressing up the casino part in the middle here, and I've had an idea. We had some troubles, or we're still having some troubles with traffic. Now this part has been alleviated a little bit by removing the traffic lights, but I think this is what's causing the main problem. We've sort of got, let's pause it for a second. We've got traffic coming from three different directions, from this side, and from straight ahead, okay? And all of this traffic is all trying to come down this one road in order to get to the roundabout. Now, once they get to the roundabout, as you can see, there's not really any traffic here. There's a little bit of traffic, I suppose, at the end here, but if I play, they move out very quickly. It never backs up at all to the roundabout. So what I'm thinking is creating a one-way system by that way alleviating this kind of trouble, which is getting three roads all into one. So I'm thinking about making this D shape. If you imagine like this is a giant D here where my cursor is following, and making this go in one way in the direction that my mouse is going, so in a clockwise fashion, okay? Leaving the roundabout being clockwise as well, being one way, but then they all come around here, up here, down there, and around. That way, any cars that come down here, which for some reason at the moment seem to be turning right and then turning left to come down to here, they're not as often going straight on down here. Traffic lights must be red, yeah. They're not going as often for some reason. Yeah, they're turning right. Play. To go down here, to then come up to here, to turn left, to go down there, to go to the roundabout, which makes no sense. That's what's causing a lot of this block up, because they're then turning right when they could just go straight on to the roundabout. So making this one way will force the cars to go down this way. And obviously a roundabout technically should keep congestion away. That's the whole point of a roundabout, as long as we don't have stupid traffic lights all over the damn thing. That's going to help out a little bit. So we're going to start off with that. Now, the one-way roads that we've got ones with trees, which is perfect, but they're very wide. They're actually 6 lanes, because obviously it's doing the 3 lanes in both directions and making them go in the same. So we're going to be changing all of these. I can't see any of this causing any problems for us, though. Yes, maybe for the emergency services, it's going to be a little bit of a annoyance, potentially. You know, if there's someone ill here, then they can't come down this road and up. They have to go around and down. But, I mean, it's not like a huge, terrible thing for them, is it? So, we're going to come around here. So far, so good. Like, it's allowing me to upgrade these roads. Sometimes with buildings close like this, it freaks out. But this has now created a one-way D for the traffic to like a semi-roundabout, isn't it? Half of a roundabout, which should hopefully, once the cars like finish freaking out and actually want to go in a correct direction, this should sort of help. Now, it won't surprise me. I'm gonna have to leave it for a little while so their routes get figured out. There's no point in changing anything more now and going, oh no, they're all bunching up here and all coming down here, because that might just be how their route is set at the moment. After a little while, it might reset their routes and they might go a different way. But if they do end up still bunching up here, I was thinking about making these spokes one way. So we could maybe potentially make this spoke and this spoke be outs only, and the middle one being an in only. And that could work. That could be pretty good for us, because then that means cars are only going to come off the roundabout here and here, and potentially up here, but that wouldn't make too much sense. And they're going to come in here and here. That could work. That could be really good for us, actually. Okay, while that's doing that, let's dress up this cathedral a little bit. At the moment, we don't really have too much going on around here, do we? We've just got like a couple of rocks and some trees and stuff, and it looks pretty boring. I'd like to dress this up with some car parks and stuff like that around the outside. around the outside, around the outside. Park is always the easiest way. I don't know what one I want to put in. I don't know if I want to put in the big one or the little one or the one with trees. The one with trees I suppose could work because it's 4x4. I'm gonna leave. I think I'm gonna leave a gap, like a pixel. What I call a pixel, is it a unit? Isn't it? Gap between for some trees and stuff to go in between, and we end up with something like. Is that a good one? Yeah. And here. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better than just clumps of concrete. It's modern. It's meant to look pretty nice. So I think we'll have that there. And we'll do the same on this side. This one, that one, and that one. And then we'll grab that same tree, which was this one. Just while those cars are resetting themselves. You never know, we might come back there in a second and there'll be no congestion at all. I highly doubt it. I've probably made it worse. Me being me, I probably wrecked the whole thing. And I'll put them on the end here as well. And up here. Now I could put car parks down this side as well. I think we've got 4 gap here. Is it really worth it though if I put that there? It got rid of the trees, but there is sort of a tree there. Okay, no, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. We'll have that one, and I don't have an exact middle point. Oh, look at that! Yes. Oh, 100% yes. Where'd my tree go? There. Oh, 100%. Look at that. So that now takes up this whole square. Look at that. Now that looks pretty neat from above, hey? I really like that. Plenty of car parking space. I want this to be busy. I would like to see this busy. We've already got 9 visitors this week, 8 tourists last week. I really like to get a bit of a tourist town going on here. I've never been able to do a tourist town before. Nobody cares about the casino, apparently. Like, nobody. Maybe we haven't got enough, like, high-end tourists yet. Potentially. Okay, so how's this traffic going on? It looks like by making it one way, we've done pretty much nothing. In fact, it looks like most vehicles are using this road to drive up. They're not using the first road, which is a good thing. It keeps the ambulance road clear. I actually don't mind that, having a clear road for ambulances to go down. But they're coming up here, and then most of them... You're turning right. Let's speed up time. Most of them are turning right. There's a few people going straight on. Obviously, they can't turn left. It's one way. But a lot of these are turning right. And then a lot of these cars are then turning left. And then at the top here, it's an even split between turning left and right. Okay. I suppose because they've got there's so many roads around here that they're trying to get to. Maybe having a road that joins up to the... that sounds like a bad idea. Like, I was thinking about having the roads join from here up to these parts. Like, from here to here. But is that really a smart idea? I mean, having more roads for vehicles to go is a good thing. But I've got a feeling that all of the vehicles are going to end up going down this road and then end up on these tiny ones. And that's something that we don't want. You know, let's give it a go. We'll go with non-treed ones. I'll go with 2-lane ones. Non-treed. There. And there. Just to see what happens. Now, I've got a feeling that all of these cars are going to turn left. Or at least most of them. Okay. So far, so good. And then that's obviously going to cause a little bit of a clump up in these areas. So what if we then made these a one-way route? That would mean all the cars coming out of here would end up going up this way. And all the cars that are coming in will be down here, which is the correct side of the road for us. So let's do that as well. We'll make this one way and one way in the other direction. So I'm making them one way, and then I'm flipping the direction with the left click, then right click. So they all have to go left, and that way we should never get cars cross over each other. Not even here, they shouldn't cross over all that much. Oh man, I'm still ill, by the way, guys. I've still got a little bit of a cough, a little bit of a bunged up nose. It takes ages for me to really get rid of a car. There's always like little parts that end up sticking around. Okay, we want to do the same thing with this one as well, otherwise we're going to end up with a problem. So I'm left click, right click, left click to change the type of road, right click to change the direction of the one-way route. And that should help. Now we do have traffic lights here again because of the upgrades that we've done. So I'm going to take away traffic lights and... oh, hang on, what way am I? And take away traffic lights. These are stop signals at the end. Traffic lights don't seem to appear in the game, apart from on... maybe I'm wrong. I thought they only showed up on crossroads, but this was a T-junction, and it had... it's a T-junction on this end and had traffic lights, but it was a T-junction on this end and didn't put in traffic lights. I don't know, maybe the game likes to mess with me a little bit. Okay, and at the moment, hey, look at this. Look at this. We're in really speedy up sort of speed here, but the traffic is certainly moving a lot more freely down here. If I go back to normal speed, I would say that's moving faster than what it was. I would say that. I would say that was moving faster than what it was. There's hardly any sort of backup going on here. Again, I'll leave it for a little bit longer. We do have a lot of backup coming up this main track, though, now, for some reason. They're not using this left route as much suddenly, and they're using the straight on more. You fix one problem, you create 10 more, don't you? But yeah, this is now our big problem, and it's split pretty evenly between... oh no, it's only left. Right is nice and clear, but left is a little bit more congested. Probably to do with these traffic lights. It's to do with this double interchange, actually. This is a terrible way of doing an interchange. Or crossroads, not an interchange. There we go. Okay, I've taken away 4 sets of traffic lights there. Hopefully they'll be able to flow out there a little bit easier now, when people stop crossing over the road. I'm going to take a drink. Alright, I've got a cup of freshly squeezed orange juice, and I blow my nose, and I'm feeling a little bit better, about 1% better, because of the orange juice. Very, very good. I've been sitting here just watching. It's only been about 20 or 30 seconds, but nothing much has really changed at the moment, but I wouldn't expect it to. I can't think of any way to improve this either, unless we think about doing some sort of one-way system with this. The reason why this is clogging up is because we've got cars coming from the right, going straight over, blocking the path of these cars from coming out. You see? As soon as these cars start coming over, these cars can't come out anymore. They have to wait for cars to be turning left in order for them to get out. And then we've got this terrible double junction thing going on, which causes crazy amount of problems a lot of the time. But, aesthetics is more important to me sometimes. So if we could somehow stop cars from coming down this way, that would instantly solve the problem. So I'm thinking upgrade 3 wide road, upgrade that, and upgrade that, and that's perfect. So now cars coming down here can always turn left, because they'll never get any cars crossing over in front of them. Now that might force vehicles to do something else. Like, I can already see what they're doing now. They're coming down here, they're coming down this road, out, and then back in order to join up to this one. And it looks like most of them are going straight over, so we might have unintentionally forced more traffic down here. But again, it's something that we're going to have to sort of wait and see what happens. Now the only concerning thing now, these drivers are stupid, because it's like most of the cars are coming up here, turning left, and then turning left again, is what some of them are doing, and they're sort of going up exactly back to where they were before. Maybe they live down there, though. I don't know, do I? Alright, so Anything else? Nothing else. Let's check land value around the area. Land value. And we got a super high, or well, not super high, but pretty high land value in this area. That's a really good thing, because I was hoping to maybe upgrade these buildings pretty soon. Oh, I clicked hatchback. I don't want hatchback. Yeah, these are on level 4 of 5. And these are also high density buildings as well. They're not low density residential. These are high density, and they're nearly maxed out. So we should start seeing some really tall skyscrapers soon, I'm hoping. I mean, they're not like too short already. Maybe oh man, maybe we should start putting in some buildings of our own. Check that out of a route. What is that? What? Oh, I know why. I know why. Is this because of our lane connector? Oh no, it looks like the lane connector got removed when we made it. Oh no, I didn't do anything here. Oh, I don't know. I thought maybe it was lane connectors and it was messing up. Nope. It's just weird City Skylines AI for you. Okay, I want to put down some actual ploppable buildings. I know that there's the Rico mod that allows you to place down like individual houses and stuff in the game. I'm not too much of a fan of that. That's creating more work for me that I don't really need. I'm gonna have the Gherkin at the end here. Or maybe not the Gherkin. The Gherkin's such a cool looking building, and it does go in so nicely there. Let's take a look at it. If I don't like it, I can remove it. Like behind the London Eye there. Oh, that does look cool, doesn't it? I want some tall things. I want some really tall buildings. Well, nope. Nope. Yes, like these. Transport Tower. The Transport Tower is a large office building specially meant for public transport companies. Yes. Okay, right here. Oh, go on. Space already occupied. You're having a laugh, aren't you? By what? The road? Of course it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, you win. We'll have it right in the middle of this one. And then I can have another one over here like that. Not of the same building, obviously. But, yeah, like this one. Södertörn. Located in Stockholm. So this is a real building. Oh, it's not quite as big. Oh, that's unfortunate. I want something big. That's one of the ones that I downloaded, though. Aha. Drostoville as OCBC Center. Update for after dark. Ooh, yes. Yes. Kapow. Oh, it's not quite as cool as I thought. What's got at the top? I can't see. It's all blurry. I need focus camera. I can't make the camera focus. It looks like really cool and sleek and black on here. Look. What about on the picture? I mean, yeah. It just looks... No, I don't like... No, go away. No. Didn't like it. What about this one? Comcast Center. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at the size of this thing. Okay, no, this one has to be more at the back here. Man, if I could get 2 of those down, like 2 huge buildings, like one sitting on this side and one sitting on the other side of the Gherkin, that would be amazing. Something like that. Like right here. I can't put the same one down, but if I could have another one, like there, I can't even force it to go down. Like, I can't even, like, put in a command to say, I want 2 of you, not that I know of anyway. Okay, that's not as big. But it is about the same height as this one. So that can go over here. Right in the middle. Pow. Yeah. I want to keep somewhat of a symmetrical, appealing look. Okay, I'm super stoked about the Comcast Center, though. I really like the height of that. Nothing here that's going to be good for us. Two Whales Diner. I've already got the Two Whales Diner. Yeah, building already exists. Why doesn't it like go like this then and say that I've got it already down? I don't know. Nothing to do with me. Is that big? Not too big. Is this one big? Quite big. Is that one big? Not really. What is this one? High interest tower. Nope. Aha! Aha! Be a big one. Oh, what? I was like looking on this, I was like, yes, look at the size of that. Seeing skyscraper. Ew, no, not really. Okay, nothing interesting here. That's a cool looking building. Modern art museum. Yes. That's the casino that I've got sitting in the middle here. This one. Gula Emil's Arena. That looks really cool. I don't know what it is. Let's just have a look. Is it a sports arena? Oh, it's an ice hockey arena. Who are they? I don't know what they are. They're not... I don't know. I know a little bit about the Maple Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs, because I have a friend that supports them. But it looks like it's an air hockey and... Air hockey rink... Or, not air hockey. Ice hockey rink. And some sort of, arena as well going on. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Not yet, though. I don't have an exact space that I want it. And it doesn't look like there's going to be a tall enough skyscraper to go on the other side. I can obviously download some more. That's not a problem. I'll just download a nice, very big skyscraper to go next to that. Because I think that would look sick, having the two skyscrapers, then the gherkin, and then the wheel in front as like a real central point. Let's check out what our cars are doing. So, this part is all running relatively smoothly. I mean, yeah, they're all going pretty decently of a speed. Nothing that I'm too unhappy with. Still got the traffic down here, though. This has not been alleviated. Now, why is that? Why? They're coming out of the bottom here at a decent speed. What are you doing on the path? They're coming out of here at a decent speed, decent flow. And they're coming in at a decent flow. I mean, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Maybe it just looks bad because of like the amount of cars it's got here. But maybe it's not like as slow as we once thought. No, I'm pretty happy. At the top here, no traffic here anymore. No traffic around here. These are parked cars. They're not stopped cars. And no traffic here. In fact, I can see this a little bit easier, can't I? If I do traffic. Okay. Oh, right. I did not even see this going back here. Okay, it's a bit from... not a problem, not a problem, not a problem. Not a problem. It's like 5 cars. Okay, this problem. This big problem. Why don't the cars just move over, though? That's what's so annoying. Lane connector. You go down here. Yeah, left lane is going to go down into the slip road. Middle lane goes to the middle lane. Right lane goes to the right lane. Okay. And then on this junction, you go into the first lane. You go into the second lane. You go into the third lane. And you go into the third lane. Now hopefully, after a little bit of time, these cars should hopefully move out automatically to let the cars flow past. Because as you saw what I done here, the people that are in this first lane coming down here should move into the second lane, always allowing cars to flow out. But the problem that we have at the moment is the cars are already set to go down that route. So I've just sped up time in order to try and get all of those cars out. And then we should start to see them move over. That's the plan anyway. Okay. Now, it didn't quite work exactly how I thought. The cars never ended up moving over. Maybe they always had their route set. But as you can see, they're now using the second and third lane an incredibly amount more. I mean, look at all of this. They're using the third lane more often, which is great. Because, look, these cars can now flow out so easily. Perfect. Apart from one side effect. It caused traffic on this side. Because all the cars are now using this third and second lane. And then they're cutting in, look. You watch these vehicles. They're cutting in to the first lane. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try something else with the lane connector. We're going to select this junction, and I'm going to say if you're in the left-hand lane, you have to go... Oh, it's from there to there? Okay, well, yeah, I suppose so. There to there, there to there, there to there. And then this one, if you're in the left-hand lane, you're going left. If you're in the middle lane, you're going to the left. I can't click because there's vehicles there. There we go. And the right-hand lane, you can go into either second or the third. Okay, so that should... I hate when I do that. I hit escape to like cancel it, but it like ruins everything. But yeah, so now they should hopefully only be in that left-hand lane to go left. So we're going to be utilizing the second and third lane a lot more. Now it might reduce the congestion in this area and push it a little bit further along. Who knows? But this is going to be a little bit tight and slow for a little while as the cars sort of end up figuring out what they're doing. But yeah, hopefully this should sort of solve the problem a little bit. It's really weird that we ended up not solving the problem, but moving the problem. We've solved it here where the traffic was bad. We've done that perfectly. But here we go. As they start to update a little bit. They're still using the left-hand lane to go straight on for some reason at the moment. And then they're all being forced in. There we go. So now they're all using the middle lane in order to go straight on. And the left-hand lane should only be for left only now. Very good. So that's working exactly how we intended. So that should alleviate all of the traffic problems around this section now. Once they all sort of warm up. But now the vehicles are merging in to the left-hand lane. They're merging in here. And they must be merging in somewhere else. Like here? Did I see a car merging? Yeah, there's a few cars merging in here as well. But I think a lot of this is because of... us messing about with it. I don't think I'm going to touch it anymore. I'm going to let the traffic flow. I'm going to let all of that sort of backlash all sort of sort itself out. And hopefully it'll be sorted. Hopefully they'll sort of figure out exactly what they're doing. Yeah. Alright. That's all I got time for though this episode. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit ill, so episodes are going to be a little bit shorter than normal. But if you guys enjoyed it, then hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. If you've got any ideas on traffic alleviation, how we can reduce the congestion around this area and in my nose, then let me know in the comments section below. I think we're doing an okay job of slowly sorting out. It is something that we want to get sorted out now rather than later, because when the city grows and we start getting more high density, even higher density buildings, and just generally start making this city larger, the traffic's only going to get worse. So we need to sort out this traffic problem as early as possible. Maybe even putting in more tunnels and like little shortcut routes for specific people. That could really help. Another way that we could alleviate traffic is to actually only allow certain vehicles on this main highway. Like we could say only the public can use this highway, and any services like trucks, garbage trucks, police cars, ambulances and stuff like that, they'll all have their own road, their own tunnel that'll go straight into this town, back and forth as like a shortcut route for only services and emergency services. I've got hiccups. That's another way that we can do it, and we can do that on vehicle restrictions here. So like for an example, I can click on this vehicle restrictions, click on this road, and I can say I do not want the public going down here in either direction, but buses, taxis, lorries or trucks, waste disposal and emergency services can. So that would be a way that we could solve that. But yeah, that could work. That could be something that we could do. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If you've got any other ideas, then let me know. Until then, shall see you guys in the next episode.